course it's me.
I'm in the kitchen.
Who are you expecting? The milkman?
At least he'd be home at a decent hour. What time do you call this?
Sorry, love. The 5:25 from Northampton was late.
And you're not the only porter at King's Cross, you know.
We were busy, love. And you know how Lord Dunstable likes me to look after his bags.
Another one of the porters could have done it.
You know what he said to me? Lord Dunstable. You know what he said? You there, he says. Yes, you horrible oik. You so much as scuff my bags, I'll have you all whipped.
All sweet?
I'll have you flogged, he goes. Flogged. You dirty, disgusting, detestable little man. You loathsome, vulgar pygmy. I'll have you flayed alive. Flayed alive. Oh, dear me, what a joker, eh?
You shouldn't let him speak to you like that. Shouldn't be allowed.
Oh, no, it's just his way, love. He's just teasing, that's all. Lord Dunstable's a great man. A gentleman, proper class. And Lord Halifax, too.
The one who hit you with the carpet beater?
Oh, spirits.
He tried to shoot you.
Now, that was all my fault. I shouldn't have carried his stuffed rhino head on my shoulders. He got confused. Thought he was back in Africa.
It's not right, Arthur. They should pay you more.
Ah, well, got a 5 bob tip from a gent today. Look.
That's not a shilling. What is it?
You're right, love. Don't know what it is. Funny looking thing.
Maybe it's foreign.
Could be worth something.
Could be worth nothing more like. Well, take your shoes off. I'll get tea on.
All right, love. Worth a bob or two, I reckon. Whew, cool, it's bleeding perishing in here. Whew, I shouldn't be like this in June. Whew, I'll get a fire going, that's what I'll do. It's so cold. Deirdre! Deirdre!
I like to make this Lord Dunstable of yours. When I do, I'll give him a piece of my... Arthur!
Read 'em and weep, Harry. 3 jacks and 2 queens.
2 queens, eh? Not bad at all.
I know. Let's see yours then.
2 10s. And 3 kings.
No.
Afraid so.
But that means...
All this is mine. Cheers.
Oh, just one more chance, Harry, to win it all back.
You're all out. What are you going to bet with?
I have, shoes. They're new, look.
You wouldn't be seen dead in them.
Well, yes, fair enough. What about, my golf clubs?
Don't play golf.
Tennis trophies?
Ditto. How about that ring of yours?
Which ring?
That big one with the letter G on it.
Oh, I can't. It, belonged to my mother.
Funny ring for a woman.
She was very manly. Had the most enormous hands. How about... Let me see, yes. What about my collection of saucy postcards? Shh.
Harry, are you in there? Don't worry, it's only Dunning.
Oh, hello, Harry. Hello, Alexander. What are you doing in the stationery cupboard?
Hiding.
From the new boss.
Commander Savage, you know what he's like.
He doesn't like us playing cards in the office.
Oh, no?
No, rotten spoil sport.
Is he looking for us?
No. But Dr. Crook downstairs has something she wants to show us. Something very odd indeed.
Well, Doctor, what was it you wanted to show us?
Ready now? You'll like this one.
What on earth? Oh, why is he sitting in an armchair?
He's stuck to it. Stuck fast.
Poor bugger. Who is he?
Arthur Tibbs, porter at St. Pancras. His wife found him like this last night.
By all accounts, it was a terrible palaver getting him out of his sitting room. Then they couldn't get him into the ambulance, so he had to strap him, chair and all, to the roof.
Not very dignified.
Well, no. He was then paraded through the streets of South London. Unfortunately, the driver took a wrong turn and ended up joining the annual carnival parade. People were throwing money.
He was nearly crowned Miss Croydon.
How long had he been dead when he was discovered?
No more than 5 minutes, according to his wife.
5 minutes? But that's impossible. No one gets rigor mortis like that in 5 minutes.
Ah, but it's not rigor mortis. Touch him.
He's ice cold.
Frozen stiff.
In his sitting room? In June?
Yes, it is a little unusual, which is why I thought it might be one for you chaps.
Particularly as he's the second one this week.
Second?
With Lord Trumpley, remember?
I thought that was natural causes.
So did I. He was found frozen in the grounds of his house. But it had been an unusually cold night, so I naturally assumed...
If the two deaths are related, then perhaps Lord Trumpley and Mr. Tibbs here were acquainted.
A porter and a lord? Well, stranger things have happened. What's that he's holding?
Holding? Oh, so he is.
Let me see if I can prise it out.
Ooh, it looks like a shilling. Careful, though, Harry, you might...
Oh!
Oh, dear. Well, maybe you can glue it back on.
It's not a coin I've ever seen before. It's a circle with...
With a triangle in the centre and some letters around the outside?
Yes. Now, how did you know that?
Lord Trumpley was carrying one exactly the same.
He was he? Can we see it?
No, actually, I'm afraid I seem to have mislaid it.
Mislaid it?
It's the oddest thing. I'm sure I put it in with his other effects, but it just seems to have vanished.
Well, we need it. It's evidence. In the meantime, where did you say he worked?
St. Pancras Station.
Dunning, get your coat.
Arthur? Snuffed it? Oh, blow me.
Oh, I'm very sorry.
That's bleeding terrible news. Terrible.
There.
Here, take my handkerchief.
Not Arthur. Anyone but Arthur.
Yes, all right. Pull yourself together. You're making an exhibition of yourself.
I'm sorry.
It must be awfully distressing for you.
It is. I mean, who's going to look after the 1153 from Doncaster now?
Who's going to... I give two hoots. Who's going to look after the 1153 from Doncaster? Give me my hanky back.
Have you ever heard the name Trumpley?
I don't know. Don't think so.
Lord Trumpley.
Name don't ring any bells. It might have done. Arthur, he looked after all the first-class passengers, you see. Lord this, Lady that. Lord Kingdom, he was one tall fella. Lord Halifax, rot bleeding sod he is. Lord Huntingdon.
Huntingdon? Oh, wasn't he an acquaintance of Trumpley? I believe they went to the same club. I forget the name now.
The Tartarus Club.
(111A) Portland Street. Well, there's nothing to indicate that the great and the good of our land are ensconced within.
Secretive lot, aren't they?
Yes?
Is this the Tartarus Club?
Are you a member?
No. Can we come in?
May you come in?
That's what I said. Can we come in?
No, may you come in?
That's what I...
What's wrong with him? I think he's correcting your grammar.
Is he? Well, if he carries on doing it, I'll split his flaming infinitive. Now, are you going to let us in?
No. Go away.
Listen here, you cheeky...
We're with Military Intelligence, Department MI13. We were hoping to speak with Lord Huntingdon. May we come in?
If sirs would follow me.
Oh, goodness! Whoever is that?
Whoever is whom?
The sinister-looking fellow in the portrait.
That is the founder of our club. He is revered to this day. All members must swear an oath of obeisance to his memory.
Oh. Well, when I say sinister, what I really mean is he has a face that draws the eye.
Looks like a right crook to me.
The drawing room. Lord Huntingdon is the nearest of the three gentlemen sat adjacent to the stuffed polar bear. Would you like me to effect an introduction?
Oh, yes, please.
And then his teeth flew across the room and hit the old girl square in the eye.
Crikey!
I haven't laughed so hard in years.
Sir?
Eh? What? Who are these two, I say, Hartley?
They say they are with Military Intelligence, sir.
We are with Military Intelligence.
Department MI30.
Never heard of it.
13.
Never heard of it.
Very good, sir. Shall I ejaculate them, sir?
No, that's quite all right, Hartley. I'll handle this. MI13, you say?
That's right, I'm Crow, and this is Professor Dunning. And you are...
Blackthorne, Charles Blackthorne. It's all right, Huntingdon. I don't think we have anything to fear from these gentlemen.
No, if you insist. Still say they're lowering the tone. I mean, just look at that fellow's suit. Looks like a music hall comedian.
Oh, me?
It is a beezer set of togs. I say, old chap, do you tread the boards?
I most certainly do not.
Oh, pretty.
Oh, are you an actor then? Oh, yes, you do look very familiar.
Dunning.
Yes, I'm sure I've seen you in something. Where? No, was it Run for Your Trousers at the Penge Coliseum?
Dunning!
Professor Dunning, do you really think it's likely that you saw the Duke of Kent performing in Run for Your Trousers at the Penge Coliseum?
Well, no, but I wasn't talking about the Duke of Kent. I was talking about...
George?
Yes, George. Oh, crumbs. Prince George.
Don't worry about it, old lad. And no, I haven't been in Run for Your Trousers, but it sounds jolly decent. I'm rehearsing for Merry Wives at the moment. Lead part, don't you know?
Oh, I see. Congratulations.
Never acted before, but the director said I had a natural talent. I said, of course I do, you silly sausage. I'm at Windsor. We have a natural talent for everything.
Everything?
Gosh, yes, everything. Polo, tennis, golf, acting. Everyone says I'm the best. Amazing, really. I suppose that must be why we're in charge.
Yes, I imagine so. I wanted to ask you about your late friend, Lord Trumpley.
Ah, yes, a sad affair.
Dash bad business.
We were wondering if his lordship was a regular train traveller.
Train traveller?
Yes, did he ever travel by train? I believe that you used the trains yourself, Lord Huntingdon.
Under sufferance. Have you seen what they laughingly call first class? Pah!
I rather like them, though we've got one of our own, of course.
Of course.
I believe Trumpley had a Rolls-Royce and a chauffeur on tap. That's right, isn't it, Huntingdon?
If you say so. Well, there you are. Anything else, Mr. Crow?
Yes. We wondered if any of you might recognise this design.
Can't say it rings any bells.
What's it supposed to be?
Oh, it's a circle with a triangle in the centre and some letters around the outside.
I can see that. What does it signify?
We were hoping you could tell us.
Then you've had a wasted journey. Doesn't mean a damn thing to me.
You might have seen it on a coin. About the size of a shilling.
Might I indeed? Well, I haven't. Anyone else?
Not me.
George?
No.
Now, if that's all...
If I can be of any more assistance,
Why, thank you.
just make an appointment and I'll see whether I can fit you in. Thanks awfully.
Make an appointment. Did you hear that? The brass neck of the man. We're investigating a murder, not visiting the dentist.
Well, quite. None of them were particularly helpful, were they?
Now, which begs the question, what are they hiding?
Got my stick, Hartley?
Yes, sir, and your muffler.
Good man.
Would you like me to arrange a hansom cab for you? It's a dismal night, sir.
No, I think I'll walk. I've heard it's good for gout. Worth a try, eh?
No doubt, sir. Good evening, sir.
He's not wrong. Christ, this could freeze the tits off a tin man.
Evening, Charlie. Mind if I share your brazier for a bit? It's flaming perishing on this beat tonight.
Of course you can. Anything for one of Bobby Peel's finest. What the?
Spoke too soon, didn't I? Where'd it come from?
Over Portland Road, I reckon. Cool, wonder what's up.
Now then, what's the matter, sir? Sir? Jeepers! I know it's cold, but he's frozen stiff.
Good morning, gentlemen, and what a fine morning it is.
Not for Lord Huntingdon, it isn't.
Well, no. But at least he didn't suffer the indignity of being frozen to a chair and paraded through the streets of London.
Shame. Still, glad to see it's wiped that supercilious grin off his face.
Oh, Harry, he may have been a little...
Shit.
Well, off, I was going to say. But all the same, no one deserves this.
No, I don't know. Teach him to lie to us, the pompous ass. I bet a year's beer money he'd seen that coin before.
Did you find another coin on the body, Doctor?
No, not this time. Although...
Although?
Well, I couldn't say for certain, but I think the mortuary may have had a visitor last night.
You mean a break-in?
Well, nothing has been taken as far as I can gather, but I had the distinct impression that someone had been in here after I locked up last night. Things have been moved.
Well, if you locked up, then how did they get in?
I have not the faintest idea. Picked the lock, perhaps? As they had a key, which would mean...
And did that first coin ever turn up, the one you remembered Lord Trumpley having?
No, that's another funny thing. There's a definite record of it in his possessions. I looked, but I can't find it anywhere.
Curious.
So, Harry, that's now 2 members of the Tartarus Club.
In need of some vitamin D.
Yes. Which leaves Prince George and Blackthorn. We should warn them their lives are in danger.
Not sure they deserve that, but fair enough.
Didn't Lord Blackthorn say he was leaving town for his country estate?
Well, I'm not going there. You know how I feel about the north.
Oh, it's barely 30 miles from London.
It's always so bloody cold. Take a scarf, won't you?
Oh, I hardly think I'll need a scarf in June, Harry.
All right, one more time. I'll read in for Nim. I will run no base humour. Here, take the humour letter. I will keep the haviour of reputation.
Oh, right, me. Held, sirrah. Bear you these letters tightly. Sail like my penis to these golden shores. Sail like my penis? Sounds a bit rude.
No! Pin us! It's a sort of rowing boat. Pin us, not whatever you were saying.
Gotcha. Crikey, learn something every day. Rogues, hence, avant, vanish like hailstones go. Trudge, plod away on the hoof, seek shelter, pack. Falstaff will learn the humour of this age.
Are you...
Shush! We're trying to rehearse a play here.
I know, that's why I'm here.
All the parts are filled, if that's what you're after.
No, I wasn't. Harry Crowe, MI13. I was hoping to speak to the Duke of Kent.
Hello, Mr. Crowe.
Oh, I didn't recognise you with the antlers on your head.
I'm dressed as a deer.
I see. Why?
Falstaff, the Merry Wives of Windsor.
Never seen it. Your Highness, I'm afraid that another member of your club died last night.
Yes, so I hear. Pity. Tell me, in your opinion, would a deer walk like this? Or like this?
Are you aware that he died in the same manner as Lord Trumpler?
I mean, if a deer walked on two legs, what do you think?
Did you hear me, sir? Lord Huntingdon is dead.
Yes. He was a nice enough old bird, but he had a good innings, don't you think? Now, what do you think of these antlers? Too big?
I've no idea. Wait a moment.
What?
Your ring, is that...
Oh, yes. Beauty, isn't it? It's a Freemason's ring.
You're a Freemason?
And some. Grand Master of the Grand Lodge of England, that's me.
I see. Is that what the G stands for?
No, that means Great Architect of the Universe. We all wear one, you see. That's how you can tell it... Are you a Freemason?
No.
Oh. You know everything I just said. It's all supposed to be a secret. You won't tell anyone, will you?
I might have to, I'm afraid.
Bugger. Well, nice to meet you again, Mr. Crowe. Better get on with the rehearsal.
Of course.
Rogues, hence, avant, vanish like hailstones
Take
go.
care, your
Trudge, plod away on the
Majesty.
hoof. Seek shelter, pack.
Remember what happened to
Falstaff
your
will learn the
friends.
humour of this age. French thrift, you rogues. Myself and skirted page. Oh, skirt, eh?
Thornton Gibbet, sir.
Very decent of Lord Blackthorne to send a car.
Not at all, sir. He's looking forward to meeting you.
I say, what a lovely village.
All part of the estate, sir.
Lord Blackthorne's estate, you mean?
Quite correct, sir.
There's hardly a soul about. Is it always this quiet?
Quiet, sir? If so, would look to one's right.
Oh, I say. Wait, what are they...
The whole village is out, sir. This is the most important weekend in Thornton Gibbet's calendar. Midsummer's Eve.
But what on earth are they doing? They seem to be hitting that wall with sticks.
Willow sticks, sir. It's a ceremony the locals call breaking the bounds.
Breaking the...
Bounds, sir. The wall surrounds the whole village. They do it every year on this date. They've been doing it for centuries.
But whatever for?
Lord alone knows. To ward off evil spirits, I expect.
Extraordinary.
That's one word for it. Ah, here we are, up ahead. Thornton Manor. Line it up, and gently does it.
Caulfield Brown?
Oh, Harry!
Nice shot. Were you aiming for the window?
Golly, you gave me a terrible fright. I thought you were you-know-who. Fancy an afternoon snifter.
Don't mind if I do. Scotch. Straight up.
Now, what shall I have?
Something strong. You may need it.
I say, McKinley's rare old Highland malt it is, then. Cheers.
Here's to your dear old mother.
Well, yes, why not? Tomato, God rest her soul.
What was her name again?
Edeltraut.
Edeltraut.
Edeltraut Hildegard Wilhelmina Caulfield Brown. A formidable woman.
I'm sure. Tell me then, why the G on her ring?
Her ring? Oh, her ring! That ring, yes, well...
Oh, and if I were you, I'd think very, very carefully about what you say next. Unless you want to be clobbered with this golf club. You see, the reason I ask, Alexander, is because the Duke of Kent wears exactly the same ring.
He does?
And he says the G represents the great architect of the universe. You didn't tell me your mother was in the Freemasons, Alexander.
Well, now you mention
You
it.
want to know what I think? I think that A, that ring is yours, not your mother's. I think that B, you are in fact a Freemason, and I think that C, you're the one who's been pilfering mysterious coins from the bodies of your fellow funny handshake merchants, namely Lords Trumpley and Huntington. Well?
Yes. Yes, I think that pretty much sums it up.
Oh! That's for stealing vital evidence. You realise you may have been acting on behalf of a murderer?
No.
Yes!
Ow! Stop it!
Who put you up to it?
The worshipful Grand Master of my lodge. You have to do what the Grand Master says, Harry. Those are the rules.
Then I'd like to meet this Grand Master of yours.
But he's not... Ow! All right, fine. Just don't hit me again. We can go to the lodge tonight. It's new members' night. Professor Dunning, sir.
Hello.
Ah, Dunning, don't dilly-dally on the doorstep. Come in, come in. Havers, bring the professor's cases, would you?
Sir.
Thank you, Lord Blackthorn. I fear the weather is on the turn.
I trust Havers has forewarned you. We have company. Tonight I'm hosting a little celebration.
Oh, what's the occasion?
As I need an occasion. A home should always be filled with fun, frolics and frivolity, should it not?
Well, yes, and what an extraordinary home you have.
Well, thank you, Professor. Yes, it was built in the late 15th century, I believe, by the third Lord Thornton, though much extended since. I myself acquired this estate just 5-6 years ago. Ah, now, here we all are. Professor, meet Sir Kingsley Taylor.
How do you do?
Sir Topper Peacock.
Delighted.
Colonel Barrington Smythe. And not forgetting the Reverend...
Reverend Spicer, how do you do? Charles has told me all about you.
Oh, not everything, I hope.
Oh, yes. I'd wager you have a few dark secrets lurking beneath that timid academic exterior, eh, Professor? A few skeletons in your cupboard, eh?
Well, not really, no.
Oh, yes. I bet he's a right one, eh, Charles? A real goer.
Yes, thank you. The Reverend is the vicar of St. Mary's down in the village.
Off duty tonight, though, eh, Professor? If you catch my drift. Bottoms up.
Yes, down the hatch, then.
Thank the Lord for all that he provides. Ooh, bless me.
Top up, sir.
Oh, yes, go on then. Dear old Havers. Finest butler in Thornton Gibbet, you know.
The only butler in Thornton Gibbet, sir.
The Thornton Gibbet is an unusual name, to be sure.
Yes, it is. Well, there was once a gibbet hanging in the village square, you see. After they were hanged by the neck, the bodies of local miscreants were left on display as both entertainment and instruction for their fellows.
I say, how ghoulish.
Ghoulish? Tell him about the last one, Charles.
The last one?
The last hanging. It was in 1731. Women and children in the local area had been disappearing one at a time, and suspicion fell on a certain landowner. Philip Wharton was his name. A group of watchmen were charged with investigating the rumours and duly went to his house, where they found him indulging in diabolical practices.
Oh, tell him about the next bit.
Well, Wharton was tried for murder and hanged and left up on the gibbet. Days passed, but instead of serving as a macabre warning to all, the townspeople were alarmed to find that the man had instead come back to life.
Come back to life?
Not only that, but in rude health. So he was taken down from the gibbet and hanged once more until he was well and truly dead, and once more up Wharton went on his gibbet for the world to see, but then he came back to life again.
Oh.
The townsfolk decided to leave the man strung up where he was and let him die of thirst. But as the days and weeks went by, Wharton didn't die. In fact, he seemed in good spirits. He would bid the townsfolk good morning and flirt with passing ladies.
Extraordinary.
Well, by now, the townsfolk were quite understandably losing patience. After a month had passed, they took him down once more and hanged him again, but this time
They chopped him into little pieces.
they cut off his legs and arms and his hands and so on, and just in case the various body parts had any inclination to come back to life, They buried them around the outskirts of the village and built stone walls on top.
You mean the ritual I witnessed earlier?
The breaking of the bounds. They bless the walls once a year to prevent the return of the devilish Mr. Wharton.
Superstition, of course. If I believed any of it, then I'd never have bought this house.
This house? Why?
Because this is where he lived. The man who wouldn't die. Philip Wharton.
My goodness.
Brr, I need a stiff drink. Now, who's for some parlour games?
In the presence of the great architect of the universe, and of this lodge of free and accepted masons, we have with us 3 initiates who wish to be indicted into this lodge of free and accepted masons.
Let the initiates be known.
Initiate the first. Step forward. No, not you.
I thought I was first.
No, he is. You're third.
No, I thought he was already a mason.
Well, he isn't.
He's got one of your sashes on.
Where did you get that?
My wife made it for me. Don't you like it?
No. It's the wrong shade of pink. And it's the wrong bit. Look, you don't need to make one. We give you one. If we let you in, that is.
Oh, dear.
Initiate the first. Say after me. What's wrong with your trousers?
I've just rolled the leg up a bit.
Why?
I thought that's what you did.
Oh, for goodness sake. Look, just go over there and sort yourself out.
Sorry.
Initiate the second. Step forward. That's you.
Oh, right. Sorry.
Initiate the second. Say after me. Sorry, what's your name?
Are we allowed to say?
Eh? Well, of course you are.
I just thought the Freemasons was all about secrets and that.
Yes, but we have to know each other's names. How would we get anything done if we didn't know who you were?
Oh, I thought you had mysterious means.
Look, just tell me your name.
Sydney... Sydney Draper.
Good. Now, say after me.
I'm next, am I?
Yes, you're next.
Good, because my leg's going to sleep.
All right, we'll do you first. And who are you?
Harry Crow.
And who proposes Mr. Crow?
I do, your worshipfulness. Alexander Caulfield Brown.
Worshipful Master, I present to you Mr. Crow, a candidate properly prepared to be a Mason.
Not too tight for you.
No, it's fine, thank you.
Promise you can't see anything.
Oh, cross my heart.
Wouldn't want you peeking now, you naughty little man.
You know the origins of the game, Professor?
No, I can't say that I do.
Blind Man's Buff dates back to the time when people worshipped Odin, the one-eyed Norse god. Of course, it wasn't so much fun for the contestants back in those days.
Oh, no?
No. Shortly before the commencement of festivities, his eyes were put out.
Oh, dear.
No peeking then, or we'll just have to put out your eyes. Eh, Professor?
I'd rather you didn't.
Good man. Now, we'll spin you round and you have to find us. Reverend, would you do the honours?
Round and round and round he goes. Where he stops, nobody knows.
Oh, crumbs.
And again, round you go. Whee!
Oh, my. Right then. Coming, ready or not.
Again and again. Round and round and round he goes.
Oh, goodness, I feel a little sick. Coming, then. Ready or not.
Say after me. I, Harry Crow.
I, Harry Crow.
Do hereby solemnly promise and swear that I will never reveal any part of the secrets belonging to the free and accepted Masons in Masonry.
Do solemnly swear that I will never reveal any part of the secrets of belonging to free and accepted Masons in Masonry.
Under no less a penalty than that of having my throat cut cut across, my tongue torn out by the root, and buried in the sand of the sea at low water.
Can I stop you right there? Throat cut across.
Hold your tongue!
Or what, you'll tear it out by the roots? Just try it, sunshine.
How dare you! Be silent, apprentice!
I'm not taking orders from a man wearing an apron.
Grand Master, he mocks our aprons.
Who are you that dares to despoil the ancient ceremony of initiation?
Never mind that, who are you? I've been trying to put my finger on it all evening.
I am the worshipful Grand Master, and I order you to leave this lodge at once.
But then it came to me. You're Sir Henry Flash, the first Sea Lord.
Within these walls, I am the worshipful Grand Master.
Are you indeed? Well, Grandmaster Flash, you're under arrest.
Where are you all? Aha! I have you. Oh, no, that's just some curtains. Oh, goodness, you're all being awfully quiet. I hope you haven't just left me. Ah, wait. Who's that? I got you! Ah! Oh, whose arm is that I'm holding? I say, what a little arm you have.
That's not my arm, Professor.
Not your... Ah! Oh, Reverend, your trousers!
What about them?
They appear to have fallen down.
Oh, yes, so they have. Whoops-a-daisy.
Well, where is everyone?
It's just you and me, Professor. Alone. At last.
Please, put your trousers on, Reverend. It makes it very hard to concentrate.
Oh, come now, Professor. We're both men of the world, are we not?
Are we?
You've been giving me the glad eye all night. Don't think I haven't noticed, you saucy little man.
No, please, Reverend, I must go to bed.
Oh, Professor.
I'm feeling very tired.
Don't be afraid, Professor. It'll be our little secret. I'm the absolute soul of discretion.
I'm sure you are. How about another game of blind man's buff?
Under arrest? What are the blazes are you gabbling about? By whose authority? What does that say? Mib?
MI-13.
MI-13? Is this a joke?
No joke. I'm arresting you in connection with the murder of Lord Trumpley, Lord Huntingdon and Arthur Tibbs. Don't look so surprised.
Did Commander Savage put you up to this? I'll have his damned head and yours.
If I may, when Mr. Crow says under arrest, I don't think he means...
Who the bloody hell are you?
Alexander Chetwood Caulfield Brown, sir, also MI-13.
Then I'll have your head too, you weasel.
Oh, crikey.
The pair of you come here to our ancient and sacred lodge and have the gall, the temerity, the barefaced cheek to mock our aprons, to poke fun. This is a lovely apron, sir. A beautiful apron. And I will not have it mocked. You people. I suppose you think my bowler hat is...
Be quiet. Is it me, or has it suddenly turned cold in here?
I say, it is getting a little chilly.
98, 99, 100.
Oh, dear.
Coming, Professor, ready or not.
Where can I hide? In here? Oh, what's that? Singing at this time of night? Oh, it seems to be coming from down here. How odd.
King of winter, king renowned,
Oh, my word.
king with holy holly crowned, let fly your frigid force unbound, and freeze your foes where'er they're found.
My extremities are turning blue. Is this your doing, Crow?
No, of course it isn't. Are you carrying a token?
What?
A Masonic token. Think quickly, man.
No, I'm not.
Well, but somebody must have...
Not me, I tell you.
What? Does anyone here have a Masonic token? Hands up. Caulfield Brown, oh, please don't tell me you brought them here.
You said you wanted them back.
Well, where are they? Quick.
In this pocket. Oh, no. Not that one, maybe this one. Oh dear, maybe not.
So cold.
Oh, crikey. I know I put them somewhere.
Well, hurry, Alexander, hurry!
Winter's dawn, O Yuletide, bring your everlasting night. Dark as dusk, with light elide, and lay the land with icy white.
With our blood, with these words, with this incense, we summon you.
Incense? Oh, dear.
King of winter, summer's bane, usurper of the man bemossed, let his verdant garments wane and bring to bear your sacred frost.
Who's there? Everyone be quiet. Who is that?
Wait. I think it's easing, getting warmer.
Thank God.
Is everybody all right? Show of hands. Grandmaster Flash?
What just happened?
Caulfield Brown? Caulfield Brown? Oh no, Alex.
Heavens above! He's frozen stiff!
Oh my, oh crikey. They didn't see me, did they? No, I'm sure they didn't. No, of course, they don't know it was me. It could have been anyone, any wandering guest with a propensity for getting lost and an allergy to incense, and... Oh, crumbs, I'm doomed. Oh, and I need a tinkle, and I wonder where the little boys who... Ah!
Lost, sir?
Oh, Havers. Yes, lost. Yeah, that's me. Completely lost. No sense of direction at all.
And where would sir be going?
I was looking for the water closet.
It's just at the end of this passage, sir. You can't miss it.
Well, let's hope not, eh?
Professor Dunning! Professor Dunning!
Down there, you say?
Indeed, sir.
Oh, on second thoughts, I might just go straight to bed. A long day, very tired.
Where are you, you naughty man?
Very, very tired. So, my room?
Upstairs, sir. Second on the left.
Oh, thank you, Havers. Good night. Good night.
Sleep well, sir.
Good morning, Mr. Crow, and what a fine morning it is.
Shut up. How is he?
Take a look for yourself.
Hello? Caulfield Brown? Can you hear me?
He's still alive, thankfully. But we won't know for sure till he falls out. We'll just have to pray that there's no brain damage.
I don't think you'll need to worry too much on that score.
Oh, he's a lucky chap. If he'd been frozen a moment or two longer, then he'd most certainly be dead.
How long do you think you'll be like this?
Hard to say. At the moment, gas heaters and blankets are the best we can do for him.
Try a large single malt. If anything will wake him, it'll be that. Grandmaster Flash, how are we? Comfortable night?
No, it wasn't. I have friends in high places, you know. The highest.
Pity none of them know you're here. Recognise these?
No.
Take a closer look. We've got all day.
They're Masonic tokens as well, you know. They're granted when a member of the Brotherhood ascends to a higher level. Now, I demand to speak to Commander Savage.
Fine. Perhaps you could explain to him why you asked Caulfield Brown to steal the tokens from the bodies of Lord Trumpley and Lord Huntingdon.
What are you talking about? Nothing of the sort.
And I suppose the signature on these notes telling him to do just that isn't yours.
No. No, it isn't.
Is that so? Because I have a copy of your signed witness statement here, and the signatures look remarkably similar to me.
Get your eyes tested, then. It's a forgery, a fake. Not even a good one. Look, not even my paper.
Your paper?
This is, what, 120 grams? I never use less than 160. And what's this? Watermark?
Let me see. Interesting. TC mean anything to you?
Should it?
Tell me, have you ever heard of the Tartarus Club?
It's cold. Snow? In June? Well, that's a new one on me. I need to get away from here and tell Harry what's going on. What is going on? Come in.
Good morning, Professor Dunning. Trust you slept well?
Not all that well. My bladder was rather irksome.
I'm sorry to hear it. Breakfast is being served imminently in the orangery.
Oh, well, I'll be straight down as soon as I've visited the little boy's room.
Yes?
Harry Crowe, MI13. I was here yesterday.
So I recall, sir. I'm afraid that the Tartarus Club is closed.
I don't care if it's closed. I need to come in.
Members only, sorry, sir. And we're not currently taking any new members.
Good. I don't want to be a member.
Perhaps that's just as well, sir.
What's that supposed to mean?
Besides, I'm preparing luncheon, so if that's all...
No, that's not all. Out of the way.
But sir, we're closed. Sir, you're not allowed in the members' room.
What's through here?
You're not allowed in there either.
Where are the keys?
As I was saying, sir, you're not allowed. Only members can enter.
Fine.
Oh! That door is 200 years old.
Whose office is this?
The Master's office, and it's out of bounds to you, you ruffian. No! Stop that at once! That desk drawer is private.
And this is the Master's writing paper, is it?
Sir, put that away.
As I thought. Same watermark.
Right. That is quite enough. Now, if Sir would put his hands above his head and step away from the stationery, I would be much obliged. I am armed and dangerous. Turn around very slowly.
Fine. What's that?
A knife.
A fish knife?
I was cooking turbot.
You're planning to run me through with a fish knife?
I also have a butter knife and a very dangerous-looking fork.
Don't be ridiculous. Put it down or I'll have you arrested.
Never.
Oh, for goodness sake, right. Well, two can play at this game.
Put that down. That is Sir's letter opener.
On guard!
Right, let's have it, you. Oh, you fight well, considering.
You fight like a girl. Hang on, considering what?
Considering your age and infirmity.
Infirmity!
And that you're armed only with a letter opener.
And an ink blotter?
What ink blotter? Oh!
Infirm my backside.
Your breakfast satisfactory, Professor?
Oh, yes, lovely. The eggs were just how I like them. My congratulations to your cook.
Excellent. Havers?
Sir?
Congratulations.
Sir?
Trust you slept well?
Like a log. Didn't see a thing. Hear a thing. It is the 21st of June, isn't it?
I believe so. Why?
Well, I couldn't help but notice both that there is a thick layer of snow outside and that you appear to be dressed as Father Christmas.
Father Christmas?
Yes, you know, Santa Claus and Nicholas, that sort of thing. I know Christmas seems to get earlier each year, but surely June is taking it a bit too far.
Oh, no. Oh, no, Professor, I am not dressed as Father Christmas.
Oh, no?
No. I am dressed as the King of Winter, the Holly King.
The Holly King?
A pagan tradition much older than the Nordic nonsense to which you refer.
Oh, I see. Well, it looks very nice. Why are you dressed as the Holly King?
I have an important role to play at this year's Midsummer Parade, Professor. Speaking of which, I do hope you'll join us.
I really think I ought to be going, Charles.
Oh, you can't possibly travel in this weather. Take a look outside. The snow is getting heavier by the hour.
Yes, indeed. All the more reason to try, surely. I don't suppose Havers could ferry me to the station, could he?
Havers?
I'm afraid the Daimler has developed a sudden mechanical fault, sir.
Oh, dear, how awful. Whatever could it be?
I couldn't say, sir. It's very mysterious.
You heard what the man said, Professor. It looks as though you'll just have to join our Midsummer's Parade after all.
No. I really must be going. I'll just fetch my hat.
Untie me at once.
No.
I'll never talk. I answer only to my lord and master.
Who is?
Don't waste your breath, sir. Not a word shall pass my... Ow! You just stapled my head.
I know I did.
You can't do that.
I'll do it again if you don't behave.
It really hurts.
Good. So, who is he?
I'll never... Ow! All right. You see that portrait? On the wall there.
Yes, ugly so-and-so.
That is my master. That is whom I serve.
Really? Says born 1698, died 1731. Are you sure he still requires your services?
That is Philip Wharton, the first Duke of Wharton, a brilliant politician, a gifted man of letters, a visionary, and Grand Master of the Grand Lodge of England.
A Freemason?
Not for long. He was cast out, accused of being a drunkard and a rake. But that wasn't why he was expelled. No, there were rumours, diabolical deeds, infernal incidents, supernatural shenanigans.
I get the picture.
So Wharton founded his own society. You may have heard of it. The Hellfire Club.
The Hellfire Club?
Oh, yes. The club's activities included mock religious ceremonies and partaking in dishes such as Holy Ghost pie and devil's loin while drinking hellfire punch. They claimed the club's president was the devil. The club was considered a mere joke, a satirical swipe at the establishment.
Only it wasn't.
No, it wasn't. Because Philip Wharton wanted eternal life and had struck a deal to get it.
Who with?
Our king. The king with holly crowned. The King of Winter.
Never heard of him.
Oh, you will. Rumours of Wharton's activities reached George I, who put forward a bill to close the club. But that didn't stop Wharton. Oh, the club closed its doors and he disappeared to continue his arcane quest in secret. But then tragedy struck. He was cruelly taken from us, murdered by unbelievers.
What a loss. Sounds like such a charmer.
The remains of his body were scattered, their whereabouts unknown. For 200 years we waited, bided our time in the shadows. But good fortune finally smiled upon his faithful. A landowner was moving the boundary wall of his estate when he chanced upon one of Wharton's body parts. It spoke to him, yes, and through him it spoke to us. And lo, we rejoiced he lives again. Hallelujah!
Yes, all right. And this landowner, who is he?
He is coming to seize his throne, to finish what he started. Winter is coming, Mr. Crow. Everlasting winter.
Who is he?
I shall never tell. Do what you want. Oh, all right, it's Lord Blackthorn.
Blackthorn? But Dunning is with him now.
Then pray for your friend, Mr. Crow. For today is Midsummer's Day, and the King of Winter comes to claim his sacrifice.
Station master, I wonder if you could tell me when the next train to London is due.
Next train? Next train?
Yes, there are trains running today, I hope.
Trains? Trains? Running today?
Oh, is something amusing you?
Any trains? Any trains? Oh dear. Good morning, Mrs. Hannah.
Oh, so they're tickling me, Fred.
This one's asked if there was any train.
Any trains?
Well, thank you.
Silly sod, you're a silly sod.
No doubt. Well, I suppose I'll have to walk then.
Cheerio!
I have a bad feeling about this.
And it's all over. The Wimbledon title belongs to Fred Perry. Again! Way!
Very good, darling.
Did you see me smash a ball into Clarence's stupid fat head, Mummy?
He did lose a tooth, dear.
I know. Did you see the blood? So much blood, it was everywhere. Do you play tennis, mister? Mister, do you play tennis?
I think the man is reading his paper, Jeremy.
He's too old to play tennis anyway.
I'm not too old to put you over my knee, you little bastard.
He called me a little bastard.
He does have a point, darling. You are a little bastard.
Mummy!
I do apologise.
Don't mention it.
Is it me or is this train slowing down?
Come the battle twixt the seasons, I'll lead us to the sun, hunting villains, spoiling treason.
Professor Dunning!
Oh dear.
How lovely to see you again. Why are you standing there?
I'm waiting for a bus.
A bus? A bus in this weather?
There doesn't seem to be any way out of the village. No trains, no buses, no taxi cabs. It's this weather. Oh.
Well, I did warn you. In that case, why don't you join our midsummer parade?
Surely it can't be going ahead. Not in these conditions.
Snow or no, the parade is a fixed part of the calendar here in Thornton Gibbet, an essential spoke in the wheel of life. We celebrate the changing seasons, the endless battle between summer and winter. Come, celebrate with us.
Oh, no, I really don't.
No, we insist, don't we, everyone?
Well, when you put it like that, I suppose so.
Lord Blackthorn.
Ah, Reverend Spicer. You're not in your costume.
Bad news, Charles.
Calm yourself, Reverend. What is it?
Mr. Crump is, indisposed.
Indisposed?
He told me his guts were playing him up something chronic. His expectation is that he will be on the lam until further notice.
Oh, dear. Oh, dear. Oh, dear. Oh, dear.
Oh, is that bad? For you, I mean, not for the Crump household.
Well, it's disastrous. Crump is our Jack of the Green.
Jack of the Green?
Jack is one of the two central figures of our midsummer parade. Without him... but of course... Professor?
Oh, no. I couldn't possibly. I mean, it's very flattering.
Nonsense. Had we all the time and talent in the world, no better candidate could present itself. Reverend?
Yes, Charles?
Professor Dunning is our new Jack of the Green. He needs only his costume to complete the transformation.
Very good. Come, Professor Dunning, your coat.
My coat?
That's it, and your hat.
My hat? But really, I can't do this. I can't act, for one thing, and even if I could, how can I learn my lines in time?
Oh, don't worry about that. You don't have any lines. Jack's big scene is not a verbal one, it's a duel.
A duel?
Between the Holly King representing winter and the Green Man representing summer, which is you.
Oh, crumbs.
Mummy, we've stopped.
Yes, darling.
Why have we stopped, Mummy?
I don't know, darling.
You there, conductor, what's happening? Why have we stopped?
Snow in the line, sir. Oh, it's something frightful out there. Came down out of nowhere. Never seen anything like it.
I need to get to Thornton Gibbet.
We all need to get somewhere, sir. Just be patient and...
I don't have time to be patient. How far are we from Thornton Gibbet?
A couple of miles, sir. Sir, you can't get off here, sir. The snow's too deep.
All right. You, boy, give me a tennis racket.
Will not.
Will too.
Will not.
Will too, unless you want to clip round the ear.
Now then, sir, you can't just go around stealing other people's tennis rackets.
Yes, I can. Military intelligence. Here.
Ooh.
Yours too, please, madam.
I say, why ever do you need them?
To prevent my friend from being sacrificed to an ancient pagan god. There, how do I look?
Like you've got 2 tennis rackets strapped to your feet.
Excellent. Wish me luck.
Good luck.
Lord Blackthorn, may I introduce our new Jack?
Hello.
Magnificent! You look every bit our Dunning of the Green.
I look like a big tree.
Symbolism, my dear fellow. Lose your self-consciousness, I entreat you, and enter into the spirit of the role. You are the coming season incarnate, summer, to the Holly King's winter. All of Thornton Gibbet will be rooting for you in the forthcoming duel.
Yes, about that. I'm not much of a swordsman, you know. In fact, I'm not any of a swordsman.
You don't have to be. Your victory is assured.
Is it?
Of course. Summer has vanquished winter on every midsummer's day since records began. Why would today be any different?
Well, the weather doesn't seem to be on my side, for one thing. The Holly King seems to have the upper hand at the moment.
Oh, yes, he does, doesn't he? Are we ready? And now I too must play my part. I have my own appointment to keep with the Green Man.
You're leaving?
I will see you soon, Professor Dunning.
Onwards, then, onwards to the winter wood.
Good luck, Jack of the Green.
Summer comes into its own, but before the sun is risen, winter comes to claim its throne.
Hello? Hello? Is anyone there? Hello? Where are you, Dunning? Wait a minute. Dunning's coat and hat on that snowman. Dunning? Dunning, what have they done to you?
Hey, mister! What you doing? What you doing to my snowman?
Your snowman? This is my colleague, my friend.
Your friend?
Dunning, say something. Come on, man. Oh, Christ.
No, you've knocked his head off.
Oh, sorry, Dunning.
Oh, I spent all morning making that.
You mean, it's not...
Not what?
Where did you come by his coat and his hat?
Little fellow with the glasses was wearing them before he went off with the others.
The others where?
Into the winter wood for the ceremony.
Ceremony?
You'll be too late now. It'll all be over.
Stop! Yes, you, Reverend.
You're too late.
No.
It's all over. Sorry. The ceremony was at 3 o'clock sharp.
Where is he? Where's Dunning?
The Professor made a wonderful Jack of the Green, but now his time is done.
What have you done?
It's just a tradition, a bit of fun.
A bit of fun?
Well, yes. The Professor seemed to enjoy himself. Screamed a lot, mind you.
Screamed a lot?
I was just getting into character.
Dunning, you're dressed as a tree.
Yes.
And you're alive.
Well, of course I'm alive. Why wouldn't I be?
But I thought Lord Blackthorne...
Oh, yes. Well, you and me both, actually. Particularly when he dressed up as the King of Winter and made me dress up as a tree for a duel. And I thought I was...
For the chop.
Yes, but luckily the King of Winter I faced turned out not to be Lord Blackthorne after all, but Roger Dilcock.
Roger Dilcock?
Hello there. Roger Dilcock, pleased to meet you.
Roger Dilcock is the local veterinarian.
Not today, though. Today I'm the King of Winter.
Good, but why was Blackthorne also dressed as the King of Winter? Where is he, anyway?
He's up in town, I gather.
In London?
He left not an hour ago. Said he had a special occasion to get to that simply couldn't wait.
What kind of special occasion, I wonder?
And more to the point, if you're not the sacrifice he needs, who is?
Well, he did say he had an appointment with the Green Man.
Isn't that you?
No, I'm Jack of the Green. I am but a representation of the Green Man.
Are you?
Oh, yes. The Green Man has many manifestations, you see. Herne the Hunter, the Oak King,
Hang on, Herne the Hunter?
Yes.
Well, the chap with antlers?
That's right.
Prince George was dressed up as a deer yesterday afternoon at the Piccadilly Theatre.
Of course, in The Merry Wives of Windsor, Falstaff is lured to Windsor Great Park and tricked into dressing up as Herne the Hunter.
So, Blackthorne has an appointment with the prince, does he? In that case, we need to get to London, quick, smart.
But how?
Welcome to this special edition of Theatre Review, brought to you live from the Piccadilly Theatre in London's glittering West End. The crowds arrayed outside the theatre are here to witness a remarkable West End debut, that of His Royal Highness the Duke of Kent, who tonight essays the role of Falstaff in Mr. William Shakespeare's renowned comedy, The Merry Wives of Windsor. And pulling up outside the theatre entrance is the doyen of the West End stage, Dame Dorothy Gusset. She is waving to the assembled throng. Oh, such elegance. What a lady. And who's this, I wonder? Oh, yes. Well, if it isn't music hall turn Timmy Todger, renowned, of course, for his droll catchphrase, "Pull my finger."
Oh, go on, madam. Pull my finger.
Pardon my French. Pardon my French, he says. And there he goes. And now the moment the crowds have been waiting for. as the royal coach is drawn up outside the theatre, and here he is, His Majesty, King George VI, here to witness the theatrical debut of his younger brother, Prince George. Both men known, you would observe, as George. But whereas the Duke of Kent is George by birth, His Majesty the King is George in regnal name only, having been born Albert Windsor. That's Windsor, as in the Merry Wives of Windsor, the play that he is about to see. A small world indeed. And here now, the Prime Minister of the United Kingdom, Mr. Neville Chamberlain. Truly all of Britain's ruling elite is here at the Piccadilly Theatre tonight. Let us just hope that nothing untoward should befall them all during the course of what we hope will be an evening of light comedy rather than national tragedy. Yes.
I say, it's very kind of you to give us a lift in your sleigh, Roger.
My pleasure. Don't fancy the idea of this eternal winter much. No, too cold.
Well, yes, I suppose so.
Still, can't say it don't look pretty though, eh? Snow in June, lovely.
Bloody weird is what it is. So as I was saying, the butler did it.
Typical.
Confessed to the whole thing. He planted the Masonic tokens in the coats of club members.
And so Blackthorn's ceremonies, like the one that I witnessed last night, froze whoever was in possession of the tokens.
Including the porter, Arthur Tibbs, who was mistakenly tipped a token by Lord Huntingdon.
But why? Why kill the members of the club?
Blackthorn recruited only Freemasons to his club, the great and the good. I think his reasons were twofold: to sacrifice them to his winter god, but also to remove all obstacles in his path.
What path?
His path to power. Who do you think really holds the power in this country? The Prime Minister? The King of England? Or
the Grand Master of the Grand Lodge of England?
Exactly.
Did seem to scorch me up like a burning glass. Here's another letter to her.
There you are, Charles. We were beginning to worry. Where would our merry wives be without their Dr. Caius?
Frighten not, madame. I am here now.
Very good. Oh, this is going to be a scream.
Oh, I do hope so. I'm particularly looking forward to Act 5, the climactic confrontation with the egregious Falstaff.
Yes, that should be a highlight. The prince does look rather extraordinary in his Herne the Hunter get-up. Truth be told, it does most of the acting for him.
Elsa, bear you these letters tightly. Sail like my penis to these golden shores.
Good God, he's terrible. Please, Charles, I'm counting on you. Rescue this production or I'll never work again.
I know what I have to do.
Lovely stuff. Talking of costumes, why are you dressed as Father Christmas?
A good question. Havers?
Sir?
If you would answer the good lady.
Indeed, sir.
Oh!
Well done, Havers.
Thank you, sir.
And now I must take the stage and steer the narrative towards a somewhat darker conclusion of my own devising.
'Twill truly be a tale well told, sir.
The prince shall die, and by my hand at that, astride the stage whereon he now doth dwell, whence you, fair Havers, your dark part shall play, and cursed Chamberlain be killed as well.
We'll betray him finely.
That we will, and then the class of Britain that doth rule will in one swoop most fell be o'erthrown, replaced by the everlasting Yule.
Very good, sir.
Mummy, look, see, on that one. There, in the shop window.
Another tennis racket.
No, a train. That big green one.
My, that is a big toy.
It's the Flying Scotsman, Mummy.
Let's have no more talk of trains, darling. Not after that awful business earlier.
The first steam train to reach 100 miles per hour.
5 hours stuck in the middle of nowhere. 5 hours. All because of a little bit of snow.
Can I have it, Mummy? Please?
You'll have to wait and see what Santa brings you for Christmas.
Christmas?
Patience is a virtue, Jeremy.
Christmas is yonks away.
Good things come to those who wait.
But I don't want to wait.
The stage door must be down there.
Mummy, look! It's Father Christmas! Hooray!
Ho.
And a Christmas tree!
Hello there!
And an elf!
An elf?
Can you give me that model train, please?
I'll give you a clip round the ear.
A green one, look!
Look, I'm not an elf. These reindeer are horses. It's the middle of June. Father Christmas isn't real, and we're in a bit of a hurry.
Father Christmas isn't real?
Oh dear.
Come on, darling, we've got work to do.
Tell Master Parson Evans I will do what I can for your master, and he's a good girl.
What do you think, Prime Minister?
Call me Neville, Your Majesty. It's a unique vision, very powerful.
You think so? Looks a load of old tripe to me.
True. Some brave decisions, to be sure. But regardless of one's feelings on the production itself, your brother certainly stands out.
He's well, quite. He's the worst of the lot.
Yes.
Oh, good Christ, what's that now?
I don't know, Your Highness. He doesn't seem to be listed among the dramatis personae.
It looks like Father Christmas.
Indeed, sir.
I know there's a lot of dash queer goings-on in this one, but a fat Santa? Here, give me that programme. No, you're right. It must be one of those modern productions. Director's a woman, isn't she?
I believe so, sir.
Well, that explains it.
Here, sir.
You are Jean Rugby, and you are...
Stage this way.
Shh, you'll interrupt the performance.
Hello, who's this?
Oh, goodness. Here, dear lady, let me loose you from these bonds.
I know her. She's the director.
Oh, I'm so sorry, Mrs.
Lewis Smith. Ms. Lewis Smith.
Who did this to you?
Charles Blackthorne. He's gone mad, muttering all manner of villainous doggerel completely off text mind.
How odd. I wonder where he is now.
He's on stage, dressed as Father Christmas.
Oh, yes. I forgot to mention that. You also seem to be dressed as Father Christmas. Any particular reason?
It's Midsummer's Day.
Is it?
Yes. That's why I'm dressed as a tree.
Oh, I see.
Is the fat bloke supposed to be tied up?
Falstaff, you mean? No, certainly not. Why?
Here, come and have a look.
Are you improvising?
When stays the winter past its customed end, through February, March and April too, through Easter, pushing spring and summer back, we'll have ourselves a winter's tale, 'tis true.
Cripes, jolly impressive. Yes, your point is taken right enough. To winter, snow and ice and all that stuff.
Look, this is all very well, but can you untie me now? Who's that with the antlers and the padding? Is that supposed to be Falstaff?
He insisted on costume approval. I did try.
He looks ridiculous.
He's the Duke of Kent.
But that's no excuse. Sorry? Did you say... Good Lord, so he is.
Told you.
I don't like the way Lord Blackthorne is waving that sword about. Do you think he means in bloody murder?
Yes, I bloody do.
Then we must stop him.
Obviously. But we can't just run out there all fists blazing. He might do for the prince before we reach him.
Hang on. Where's that other fellow?
What other fellow?
Blackthorne's manservant.
Havers? He's here too?
He was earlier, carrying a sinister-looking box.
Then maybe I was wrong. Maybe all that malarkey on stage is just a distraction.
You mean Blackthorne is keeping the crowd entertained?
Of the fashion.
While the manservant's doing his dirty work?
It's a theory, or maybe they're both up to no good.
Crikey. In that case, one of us must find Havers, while the other rescues the prince.
Good plan. Good luck.
Where are you going?
To look for that manservant. You sort out Blackthorne, there's a good chap. But try not to get stage fright.
Stage fright? Oh, crumbs.
So, Santa, why for dost thou have this sword? It is big and sharp and rather close to me. I would not you should prick me with its blade, for that would make me bleed, and that would hurt.
Oh, Jesus. I admit I was never a big one for the bard, but I don't remember his stuff being like this, too.
No, sir.
It doesn't scan, it doesn't rhyme, it's crap. Can't you do something about these arty productions? Some sort of law?
Well,
Or maybe just outlaw women directors, if that's easier.
I'll see what I can do. It may be... Goodness!
What the hell?
Well, really, they've gone too far now.
I thought one fat Father Christmas was pushing it, but now there's another one.
Quite. Your Majesty?
Look, the second Santa's kicked the first Santa on the ass.
Yes, so he has.
This is much more like it.
Yes.
The first Santa doesn't like that. That's it. Second Santa, run! Run before Santa sticks you somewhere delicate with that sword. Chased him off the stage. Shame, I could have done with more of that.
Really?
Oh, come on, Dunning, you can do it. All the world's a stage and all that.
Now's your chance. He's exited stage left.
Very well. Here I go. Good Falstaff.
Who the bloody hell might you be?
My name is both my nature and my hue.
You've lost me.
Green, the Green Man, do they call me?
You look more like a tree.
Well, yes, that too. Now, come, fair Falstaff, let me loose this braiding, by which some villain did you tightly bind.
Oh, 'twas Father Christmas, trussed me like a turkey.
Indeed, and he has other gifts in mind.
Hello? Havers?
Right over here, sir.
Let's see you. What are you doing?
If sir would just wait a moment.
What for?
I just need to prime this deadly explosive device, sir. There we go. All set. Now, how may I assist?
You can turn that bloody thing off for a start.
Alas not. I have instructions from Lord Blackthorne to the contrary.
Fine, I'll do it myself. Stand aside.
I wouldn't touch that if I were you, sir.
Oh, no, why not?
Because it is an exceptionally delicate trigger for an elaborate and foolproof mechanism to blow up this theatre and all those within it.
Is that right?
It is, sir. After Lord Blackthorne has dispatched the Duke of Kent on stage, the audience's outrage will turn to abject horror as kaboom! My first set of charges demolishes the Grand Circle. The explosives have been carefully placed so that the structure then falls upon the heads of those poor benighted souls sat beneath in the Royal Circle.
Clever.
During this horrifying spectacle, Lord Blackthorne will make a discreet exit from the stage. Mere seconds before, bang! The occupants of the front stalls meet their makers. The residents of the Royal Box, looking on aghast at these proceedings, will follow toot sweet.
Thought of everything, haven't you?
Thank you, sir. The valet's job is to anticipate all eventualities and make provision for them.
Anticipate that, did you?
No, sir. Ouch. But punching me in the face won't save the king, alas.
How goes it, good Sir Bush? I crave my freedom.
'Tis nearly yours. This last knot, though, is hard.
Make haste. I fear my captor is returning.
The villain Caius? Be then on thy guard.
Avast, what gives?
You blackguard, keep your distance.
It seems that things have gone somewhat amiss. A talking tree invades our Windsor setting. What will those wives so merry make of this?
What care I, fiend? All over is your fun. The prince, friend Falstaff, now is free.
All over, say ye. Nay, 'tis is far from done.
What mean you, villain?
Yes, what meaneth ye?
That all your efforts sadly were in vain, though I grant you've played your parts with some aplomb. 'Twas all for naught, your deaths are still assured, for underneath this theatre is a bomb.
A bomb?
Aye. Something wicked this way comes.
Oh dear.
Oh hell.
Oh cripes.
Oh Christ.
Oh crumbs.
Right, let's have a look-see. It's only a clock and a bunch of wires. Can't be that difficult. What's all this gubbins? Don't need all this for a start.
Be careful.
All seems to come down to a red wire and a blue wire.
It's a classic.
So, which one shall I cut?
You'll never risk killing Prince George.
Why not? The man's an imbecile.
Or the Prime Minister, you wouldn't dare.
Oh, watch me. Who else? Oh, yes, Lord Blackthorn.
What?
If I cut the wrong wire, then he's a goner too. Kaboom!
Oh dear.
Now then, which one? Eeny, meeny. Oh, let's go for the red. Or blue. No, red.
No!
Blue then.
Get out, my friends! Evacuate the hall before this threatened blast destroys us all!
The countdown nears its climax. It's too late. My dreadful detonation will not wait.
What's this? I hear no sound, nor feel the heat of your explosion or its promised fiery touch.
The sound will come, oh yes, and fury with it.
And yet this silence signifieth much.
He's right, it's deathly quiet.
But not so deathly. Fair Santa, is there something you have missed?
What treachery is this?
'Tis yours alone, sewer. A treachery I'll punish with my fist.
Take care, your highness.
Ha! I'm not defenseless.
Indeed you're not. You've knocked the villain senseless. With Father Christmas routed well and truly, the threatened winter now beyond his power, his schemes are at an end, and so's our story. So all hail Falstaff, hero of the hour.
Thank you so much. Thank you. No, really, you're too kind. No, if you insist. Mwah, mwah.
Why, you tricked me.
You'd never have let me cut the wrong wire and kill Blackthorn.
Oh, what a terrible valet I am. Sir will be ever so disappointed in me.
Nonsense. He'll probably be chuffed to bits at your unswerving loyalty.
You think?
No, not really. Still, chin up.
Why?
Well, listen to that. Sounds like it's gone off with a bang. Though not the bang you intended, of course.
No.
Bravo! Bravo!
First class.
They certainly turned that around, didn't they?
Oh, indeed, a transformation.
And you know, Neville, that might be the best Shakespeare I've ever seen.
Top 5, certainly.
That bit when Father Christmas kicked the other Father Christmas up the arse.
Wonderful, Your Majesty.
Yeah, I didn't understand a bit with the walking tree, though.
An allegory, perhaps?
This director woman, what's her name? Louis Smith. Can you promote her? Put her in charge of the Royal Shakespeare Company or something. Go and give her a knighthood.
I'll see what I can do, Your Majesty.
A shame about George, though. It really was bloody awful.
Come on then, team. Don't let me hog the limelight. Take a bow. You've jolly well earned it. And you, Professor. That's it.
Oh, well, if you're sure. Thank you. Oh, my goodness. Thank you very much. I say I could get used to this.
Well, don't. There's no room in MI13 for prima donnas.
Ah, there you are. Well done, Harry.
That's it, Mr. Crow. Lap it up. Ha-ha! You too, Miss Louis Smith. Don't be shy.
Thank you. Thank you.
And you too, Mr. Christmas.
Right here. Thank you, everyone.
Much obliged.
Right, that'll do.
Oh, but I just thought of a rather witty parting couplet.
Put it on a Christmas card. Come on, we've got unfinished business.
Ah, yes, of course. You realise this is the second time I've saved the king?
Really?
Last time they gave me the Empire Gallantry Medal. I wonder what they'll give me this time.
Best newcomer?
Oh, very droll.
Best supporting foliage?
Yes, thank you, Harry. Hello, Harry. Dr. Crook. Ooh, it's warm in here. So, how's our poorly Alexander?
Nearly back to normal, I'd say.
He's a bit wet.
Yep, nearly back to normal.
Gentlemen, I must advise you that it is extremely unlikely Mr. Caulfield Brown will ever be his old self again. Even assuming he makes a recovery at all, he's been frozen solid for 48 hours.
There's more to Alex than meets the eye.
Good heavens! He moved. His face twitched.
Oh, come on, Alex. You can do it.
Hello. Harry? Professor Dunning. Oh, crikey.
Goodness. Alex. Are you all right?
I feel a bit rum. Like I've got the most awful hangover. Oh, did I ever do it last night?
You've been out cold for 2 days.
Golly, that's a bender and a half.
Would you like some tea to warm you up, Mr. Caulfield Brown?
I'll tell you what. Make it a G&T and you're on.
Oh, he's back! While you're at the drinks cabinet, any chance of a small sherry?
Extraordinary.
Aren't they?